Hey fellas, welcome back to Men Product Reviews, and in today's review, this is the first review of 2026. So what that means is if you saw my Instagram post, if you don't follow me on there, I highly recommend go following me on Instagram as I almost upload every unboxing that I do. Any package I get in the mail, I do an unboxing of, and I put it on Instagram and TikTok. Um, so on there, I posted that I'm going to be changing a few things. So there's going to be a new point system. So instead of the three categories, each out of 10, and then the average of those three, it will now be four categories, each receiving up to 5 points apiece. That could be 20 points in total. And I decided anything that scores 15 points up to 20, they are highly recommended or just a recommended product. Anything 14 below would not be a recommended product. Just make things more transparent for the consumer, which is both you and I. I'm not just a reviewer, I also consume products too. Um, but I want to be fair with the products and let you know, in my honest opinion, what I think about them. I've been fortunate enough that a decent amount of the products I've had have been good quality. Um, some I have not been a huge fan of, and that's going to happen, and you need to know that. So, those four categories: performance, so like the ingredients, and then how does your skin take it? Is it irritating on the skin? Does it feel good on the skin? Um, Second category would be the user experience. If it's a scent profile, if there is a scent to it, is it a nice scent? Um, is it what it says it is? How does it feel, whether it's your beard, your hair, armpit, body, whatever the product is? Customer service from the moment that you put an order in to it showing up. Like, is the package together? Is it damaged? Is the product heat sealed with a wrapped heat seal? Um, if there's an issue with your product, did you reach out to customer service and how did they handle that? Do they respond well? Do they respond well in general, even if there isn't any concerns? And that was category three. Category four is the value worth the price? Like, say if I bought it for $20, but it was garbage, I probably wouldn't have spent 20 ever again on that. So those are the four categories. It can get up to 5 points apiece, as low as 1 point. I'll do at least. I'm not gonna do a zero. I'll do at least 1 to 5. So without any further ado, let's get into this one. Is a beard oil, and if I do buy the butter with the oil of the same scent profile, I will also be doing separate reviews rather than together like I have been. They technically are different products, so or separate products, even though it's the same scent profile. So this is the scent of the month from Black Rebel Beard Co. I'm going to let you know ahead of time, if you do not like bird oils, this video may not be for you because they use ostrich oils or ostrich oil in their blend. So this is Gizmo from Gremlins. Check that Gizmo right there. And then it also says here on the side, Midnight Mogwai. Maybe just like a slogan or something. I feel like it says that on another Black Rebel beard bottle. I'm not sure. But go ahead and break down the ingredients. So, like I said, 70% ostrich oil, 30% hair growth serum, and then these are all USDA certified organic oils. You got pumpkin seed oil, argan oil, jojoba oil, castor oil, rosemary essential oil, and then vitamin E oil. So again, if you're not a bird oil person, you can keep watching the video. I do appreciate that. If not, this would not be for you. This may be a little biased, but ever since I discovered whether it's emu or ostrich, I for me my beard absorbs it really well, and so does the skin underneath. So I really do like beard oils. I have some. I don't have a lot, but obviously when I get Black Rebel, it's going to be a beard oil. When I order from another company, some other companies, I'll get their bird oil. All right, we'll talk about how this feels on the beard. or how it feels on the skin. I apologize. The feel on beard is under the user experience. No irritations from any of the oils. The they use fragrance are essential. Let's see. I think he uses these EOs only. Let me double check. I apologize. I should know this. I'm not sure if it even says. But typically, if you're going to have irritations, it may be from some of the carrier oils, but more likely, like an essential or fragrance oil is going to be the culprit. So for me, no irritation. Skin feels fine. And then my experience as a user as far as the scent profile. So Gizmo is one thing that I like about um, what Beard Rebel recently has done. I don't believe it's been this way before. Pedro actually narrowed down what like the top notes are, middle notes, and then the base. Before it was just very vague. You never really knew exactly what notes you were getting. I'm not sure if that was because I couldn't find the actual description or that's just how he described it. But I do like this better. So at the top you get pink pepper, clove, orange blossom, and then in the middle you get chestnut, guaiac wood, and then juniper. And then on the base you get vanilla, Peru balsam. Yeah, Peru balsam. So at the top, you don't necessarily get more. You don't get necessarily like an orange scent. I definitely get a hint of that clove and pink pepper right off the bat. Orange blossom, I would say kind of is a little bit more florally, but I don't really get that. And then I get like the nuttiness of the chestnut and then the guaiac wood. Definitely get that towards the middle there. And then towards the end, you get that creaminess from the vanilla. Not so much I don't get a whole lot of the balsam, but overall, it's very like spicy, woodsy, nutty. It's hard to explain, but it's really nice. I enjoy it. Um, I get most of those notes out of that, which is nice. So you want to get at least like if they have 6 or 7 different scent notes, you want to get most of those honestly. Um, and then the next category would have been so they come typically it comes in a black box, and then you get the little sleeve. This is not theirs, but it's like a sleeve like this. This is a small one, but it usually comes in something like this. You get your sticker. Um, in my opinion, the packaging could be a little bit better for the price that you pay on this. I do know you get free shipping, so um, can't really complain too much, but I wish packaging was a little bit more fun besides having the. I guess if you factor this in, that costs money, obviously, so it's not terrible. Um, and then as far as like like the actual customer service, as far as reaching out to Black Rebel, Pedro was fairly quick to respond, especially if it's business related. You get a hold of not get rid of get a hold of him on like social media. If he sees it, usually within that same business day. If it's just casual conversation and he sees it, it may not be right away as he's probably got other stuff going on. So he does respond within a timely manner, so that's always good. And then value, and then like, do you get a good value for the price you spend? So if you're just doing oil, that is 30. If you do the oil and then the butter, that's 54. So that means the butter is 24. And then if you do all three, 75. But I think that you also save a little bit if you bundle as well. Shipping is free, like I said, that's factored into the pricing. If someone didn't know that, they would probably more than likely turn away from that, just because if the oil itself was $30, people would be questioning why it's so much. But then if you look, you'll see that it is free shipping, so that's roughly $7 or $8 right there. So I'd say it's probably about a $22 bottle of oil, which is within market average. I hope, I can't say, I don't know, with the way pricing is right now and the way the economy is, it may go up. Not 100% sure. But just for the oil, $30, free shipping. Not terrible. So now let's go ahead and talk about the categories and how many points Black Rebel will receive for all of them. So let's go ahead. Performance, skin sustainability. Again, if you're a bird oil person, then this would be for you. Let's go ahead and give that 4 points out of 5. User experience, scent, feel, and beard. Again, bird oils feel really good on my beard as well as the skin underneath, so I have no problems with it. And then the scent profile is just different, and I really enjoy it. Again, it's like there's woodsy spiciness as well as like nuttiness. It's really pleasant. We'll give that to 5 points. So currently they're at 9 out of 20. Customer service, labeling of the bottle, that's nice artwork. Tells you on the back what the carrier blend is. It would be nice if you could somehow get the scent profile notes on here somewhere. I know it's hard to work with something smaller than, as small as a label. I know that is hard. Packaging, like I said, it comes in a black box typically, or is it a white box? I can't remember exactly. It's a little box. This comes in the little sleeve, sticker. Sometimes there's extra stuff thrown in there. We'll give that a 4 out of 4. So we're at 13 out of 20 right now. And then value price. 22 with, like, if you were paying the shipping and it wasn't factored into the 30, you're still, so you say it's around, I'd say it's about $6 to $8 to ship just the bottle, because it's based on weight and shipping has gone up. So I'd say it's about 22. I would say that probably about 22. We'll give this probably a 3 out of 5. So right now they're at 16 out of 20. So was that 4, 5? So that's 9, 4, 13, 3. So yeah, 16 out of 20. I would recommend this product. Again, they get 16 out of 20 for Black Rebel Beard Co. And this was the Gizmo Scent Profile. Thanks for bearing with me as I had to explain the whole grading, the new grading system. Appreciate staying tuned in while I went through that. Moving forward, these videos won't be as long now that we've established that there's a new grading system. Again, they're going to be doing things in the room, like I'm going to be changing things around. Hopefully by the time I do the next video, it's all together. I really enjoy you guys tuning in. Enjoy the beginning of your new year. And if you've tried this already, the Gizmo Scent Profile, let me know what you think in the comments below. Till next time, have a good one.